it's Hardi-Jay here once again, and we're going to be doing some update stuff. But until that, we're going to do some more Splatoon. We're going to do some Splatoon stuff, which is great, and I can't wait for number 3 to come out. So if I seem highly distracted here and there, I'm going to probably be trying to focus on the match, but probably not at the same time. But anyway, I have a few things I want to say. One, I got a new mic. Got the Rode pod mic. I think it's the pod mic. So my old AT2020, after about 6 years? 7 years? No, 5 years. 5 or 6 years. It has finally gone kaput. And so I needed to get a new mic. It took me a while to do so because I didn't know exactly what was going on. And you might have noticed that in my last couple of videos where it seemed to be a little staticky here of when I talked. There's a little reverb of static noise. Although I tried to fix it up as much as I could, but unfortunately probably didn't do anything. Ouch! It happens. Anyway, so I replaced the cable. Didn't do anything. And I figured, okay, well, I guess we'll go through each of the components. The cable, the mic, and then the interface. So, did the cable. Nothing happened. And I'm like, okay, well, it's not the cable. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to go probably get a new mic. And I was actually kind of figuring out which one to get. Like, should I upgrade or should I just get some kind of new mic that's around the same price point? And I figured that I'm not ready for something bigger. Not ready for something bigger. I was going to go with either another AT2020, and I was looking at the upgrade. Was it the 35 or the 45, the AT2045, or one of those ones? And I'm like, maybe, not sure. Not sure. Let's go here. So I was like, maybe I could do that. But I didn't really want to. So I looked around, and the thing is, I don't really want to get one of those, like, giant, like, big... Was it the one that everyone has? It's the Shure SMB type thing. It's like, I don't really want that right now. I figured, hey, I might as well just get something affordable and around the same price range. So I looked at Rode, and Rode had some good options. I like that. Really had to, like, in the price range I was looking at. And I got myself the pod mic. And after a few, like 10, 20 videos I watched and looking at some documentation here and there of, you know, this mic versus this mic versus this mic, and so forth, I finally came to the Rode pod mic. And so far it's good. It came today, and it just... I went all day just screwing with settings, and this is kind of what I did. The only thing I really don't like about the mic right now is that I have to get a preamp or a booster or whatever they're called, because the mic is really damn quiet. Because I have to crank it up. My interface, it's like literally at 100% almost. And I really don't have any room for breathing, and I like breathing space, so that's the thing. It's the only thing. So, other than that, quite happy with it. We're going to go with this mic. I might get a second one, a second USB one, just for a backup, just in case. I really hate how people just jump around. It's like, boinga, boinga, boinga. It's like, oh, I know it's a tactic. I know it's these, but I goddamn hate people who freaking jump. And it's like, oh, like jump, jump, jump. I'm gonna jump and be absolutely annoying. I'm gonna be absolutely annoying, and I don't like it. So, that's one thing I liked about Splatoon, is that one, if you hate something, do it yourself, because most likely other people hate it also. That's one thing, man. Anyway, going on. Moving on. I'm gonna go, this is definitely something I probably should have done sooner, but going from there is that one, in, I think, January or February of this year, I reached 200 subscribers, and I have to say thank you for that, because I remember when I was doing like a 20 sub thing, and I didn't think I was going to reach 20 subs, like, let alone 100 and 200. Like, wow. So, thank you guys and girls and everyone in between, because holy jeez, like, I never thought I would get this far, and frankly, that's something I want to actually talk about, is that one, if I did get any kind of, like, bigger, then I wouldn't know what to do. And I really kind of don't want to be any bigger. Like, maybe to get to the whole maybe 1,000, to get like a community tab and all that. That's about as far as I kind of want to go. And other than that, like, anything more than I'm going to be that, I would probably feel incredibly uncomfortable with. And that's my honest things. It's like, I really don't want to be big. And so, because my schedule is terrible, it's all over the place, I get prone to, like I have depression. I don't know if it, like, I've mentioned it a few times. And it really is a motivation killer. Like, holy cow. Like, you might be like, oh my god, I'm ready to do some stuff. And next day, you're like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do a goddamn thing. And you do that for about a week, and you're like, oh, it's really hard to, like, kickstart going. So if I do, like, a schedule or something, and, you know, I'm like, oh, I have to do it by this day, and I have to do it by this day, I have to do it by this day, I think it would just destroy me. So I kind of like the way I am right now, where I can actually, you know, if I want to do something, I do it, and I release it. And I'm doing terribly, but I'm not really focused on the game. But that's the thing. It's like, I kind of like the way I'm doing it. It's like, yes, like, keeping a schedule is good and all that. Yeah, that's great. And I do force myself to kind of, like, okay, I gotta do a certain amount. Okay, I'm gonna do a video this week, or I'm gonna do, like, 2 videos this week, or something. So, to keep myself kind of motivated, and that's the thing. So, it's not like, oh yeah, well, I'm just like, oh, I have no motivation, I'm not gonna do anything. I kind of be like, okay, I really don't want to sound so goddamn depressed in my videos. So I have to kind of perk myself up, do some stuff, and if that doesn't help, then I don't really want to do a video, because I don't want to sound horribly depressed in my videos. So, but anyway, let's get into a more, you know, positive thing, and that is plans, future plans for what I want to do. So, currently on the channel is Final Fantasy 1 for the Nintendo, and then Final Fantasy 6 for Steam. That's Pixel Remastered. And also, I have started, and it really was a kind of a kick in the pants for my mic to kind of go on the fritz there for a bit. But I did start Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And I kind of want to do that, and I'm really kind of biting my tongue for... because I really want to play that game, but I'm like, I want to play it through on the channel. So I'm really holding back, not playing it. I see you. Come on. There you go. And so I'm going to be doing that also. So in between those three, I'm probably going to focus more on Final Fantasy 1, because it's probably going to be the shortest one to do, because in Final Fantasy 6, I'm nowhere near even the middle of the game. Even though it's a blind playthrough, it is a, well, it's a remaster of Final Fantasy 6, which I know inside and out of what it is, so. And then Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is, well, blind because it just came out and I have no idea what it's about, and my god, it is really difficult to not see anything about Twitter, and I'm like absolutely bogged in my mind. I'm absolutely bogged in my mind, and I cannot, like, I don't want to see any spoilers or anything, and I'm really glad I kind of blindside everything. Every time I see Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I'm like, I just my blinders go on, and I don't want to see anything about it, which is good. So I'm going to be continuing that. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do a complete playthrough of it, but I'm going to play it until I kind of want to just stop playing it. Because, I don't know, I'm kind of Xenoblade out, because I did just finish the whole game, about 98% finished the second game. And I don't know if I really want to do the third game. So, there's that. But there's that. But I definitely want to kind of finish those projects, and then we go into different ones. So, I do want to finish Final Fantasy 1 for the NES. So I'm probably gonna focus on that, finish it, and then work on something that I always wanted to kind of do. And this is gonna sound really strange, but I really want to do it. Is that I'm gonna do games that I really know, but I want to kind of archive them to be from the memories that I know. And the thing is, when I play it, I'm not going to be playing it, well, I hate to say for you guys, or girls, or, you know, for you, but I'm going to play it for myself, and I'm going to be addressing myself during the playthrough. And I'm doing this because I want to make an archive that I can look back when I'm like an old man and be like, because I know eventually I'm going to forget probably most of the crap that I do in games. And the thing is that a lot of it, I have like really good memories of them, of the games, and I want to like remember those games. So a lot of those games that I have really good memories with, I want to do playthroughs of that, and maybe even do like a short video of it, of where, you know, my experience with the game and my like memories of that game. So I'm going to be addressing it. I don't really know what to call it. I've been going through some titles for the series. It's probably going to be a series of some sort. And I'm all about like retro stuff, so I'm thinking I say retro titles or something along the lines of that. But the thing is, it's going to be interesting when I go into it, because I'm going to be, again, addressing myself in the future and being like, hey, you remember this time? You remember that time? You gotta remember this time. Like, the thing is, I want to remember this stuff before I forget it. And that's the big thing. It's like, I can just do a straight-up Let's Play and say all the stuff, but the thing is, I wanted to be more personal. And I don't really, like, Is it different? I don't know. It might be different, but you know, the thing is, you can do certain things, and the thing is that yes, is it going to be a lot of retro titles? Yes, it is going to be a lot of stuff from the probably NES, Super Nintendo, and even PlayStation 1, and maybe some from PS2 games also. But the major thing is that I want to do it for myself, and that's kind of what I want to do. The first one I know that I'm going to probably do, and I've done it probably at least 4 or 5 times on my channel already, is Mega Man 2. And I probably mentioned a lot of those memories in those videos, but I want to address myself with those memories to kind of be like this. And the thing is, like, I could just do, again, just one video. Like, do a bunch of gameplay footage and just put a video together, which I think I might do eventually anyway. But I do want to do just a complete playthrough, because I actually originally wanted to do this idea back in when I was in film school, and when that was 2006. And the thing is, when I first realized that I could actually record my old consoles with my Dazzle back in the day. And the thing is, I never realized, hey, guess what? I can probably... Because I was just going to record footage and kind of do a voiceover later on of me going through. And I never did that because I was like... I was really hung up on, like, production stuff and, you know, video, like, movie stuff at the time and all that. And I was like, I was thinking way too... Like, oh, I can't do this because of this, or I can't do this because of that, or I can't do because I don't have this certain equipment, or, you know, I don't have this. Where if I just did it, I think I would have been a lot better. And I just do it. And that's the thing. That's what I've noticed, especially in the last 10, 15 years, is that you just gotta do stuff. And the thing is, yes, you might not have the biggest camera, or the best lights, or the best sounding mic, but the thing is, with a little tweaking and an ingenuity behind that, just screw it and just bloody well do it. And the thing is, hey, the results can be good, they can be terrible, but the thing is, they can also be good. And the thing is that you started something, and that's the thing that I need to get over. And that's what I do. Okay, so another thing that I actually wanted to do, and I kind of figure out, like, how would I do this, or like, why would I do this? And that's the thing, is I want to stream a little bit more. Not too much, but a little bit more. And I figured, what would I stream? What can I do? And I figured, hey, if I'm going to do, like, playthroughs of games for YouTube and record, then why don't I do the recording for streaming? Like, I stream basically my Let's Plays as I do. So, I don't know if I'm going to do, like, all of them, but I'm thinking starting with one day, because I don't want to go too strong or too violent or whatever. I'm thinking of streaming one day, which is Wednesdays, probably in the, like, slightly in the morning to the early afternoon, which is probably the dead zone for everyone to watch, but anyway, still, nevertheless. And then I just do what I would do to, like, if I was recording a Let's Play, that's basically it, and just do that. Do several episodes of parts that I would do, and how I would do it, and just stream it. That's the thing. So I would have streaming content, but I also could later on cut it up or do those episodes for YouTube. And that's basically what I would think I would do. That's the thing. And one, it would keep my content what I actually want to do, but I also would go into streaming also. And that's kind of like what I want to do. So I'm going to start with one day, probably Wednesdays. In the morning sometime, like late morning, and go until about early afternoon, mid-afternoon type of thing, and do several episodes of what I'm doing currently, basically. And just go from there. And the thing is, the only thing is that when I'm actually doing the recording for the parts, I'm probably most likely not going to interact with chat, have alerts on, or whatever. So it might seem like a little maybe rude at the time, but the thing is, after I'm done with like a part or something, I would probably take 20-ish minutes or so and just talk with everyone, or talk with whoever's in there, and take, that would be my break time. And when I have my break time is when I would do the streamer thing of, talking with chat and so forth. And that's the thing, because, I don't see myself as a typical streamer. So there's that, and there's, oh god, frickin' Swiffers, man. Oh my god, I hate Swiffers. Oh my god, I hate Swiffers. God, I hate Swiffers. The thing is, the more I hate, the more thing I hate about Swiffers is jumping Swiffers, like freaking jumping beans, man. Goddamn jumping Swiffers. I cannot stand jumping Swiffers. I cannot stand jumping Swiffers. Anyway, so again, plans, need to do that. And from that, I don't really know. Like, I might have some collaborations might go on in the next rest of the year. I'm not too sure exactly when it's going to happen, but it's been rough. Let's just say it's been rough for the last couple of months. Let's just say ever since March or something, basically. Around February or March, it's been rough to find any kind of like motivation to do things. And like I keep on saying in my recent videos, depression sucks, man. It really does. And I really need to kind of find a thing. I'm gonna get Swiffered again, probably. So I'm just gonna keep on going here, and let's go back. Oh, I could have got him too. Tried to do the fake out. And the thing is, fake out didn't work. But it's one thing that I didn't really too much address back in the past is, feeling crap, basically. And that's the thing, feeling like crap. And I kind of want to bring to the light, yeah, depression sucks, and I have it. And the motivation to actually do things is very frequent. Is like, I really don't know if some days I'm gonna have like this super motivation to do like 6 videos in a row, and then the next day, jack. So that's the thing. So other than that, I got myself the recording things ready up and running. So that was one thing that kind of was sticking in the side of like, oh, I'm especially lately, like in the last few days, I'm like, oh, I want to do some recording, but the thing is, I don't want to sound like crap, basically. So I'm really glad I got my mic working, audio working, and all that, so I can actually do stuff again. And hopefully, let's get going and giddy up and all sorts of stuff. And let's just go with it. Try to do the best I can. I have something planned. Again, let's go with future plans one more time. Is that I have a plan for this Halloween, for a Halloween special. It's something I've done in the past, obviously. I guess you can... It's a Silent Hill game. It's not one of the other games, basically. I do not want to play... Like, the only one I probably want to play other than 1 to 4, and not even 4, I won't even play 4 again. I've completed 4, and I don't think I'll ever touch it again, is Probably Shattered Memories. Like, that's the only kind of one that I want to kind of cover. But it's not Shattered Memories. I don't want to play Shattered Memories right now. But it is one of the actual ones that I'm not really comfortable with. It's the only Silent Hill project that I not really feel good about. Like, there was one that, like, number one was good. Like, there are obviously limits to it, and my audio sounded like a little bit like garbage, but other than that, it's a solid playthrough. And then there was 2, which is, well, the one that I'm going to probably do. And then 3. 3 was half decent. I still got to finish. And number 1 I got to finish too. And then 4, well, I just recently finished 4. So, but it is going to be Silent Hill 2. It is probably going to be the PC port this time. Because I am exploring the Enhanced Edition of Silent Hill 2. Because I was originally going to do it on... I originally was going to do it on just PS2 emulator, just to make it look better. But I've actually recently watched a guy... another YouTuber play just recently, and he's playing it on emulator, and I have to say, oh god, it looks awesomely sweet. And the big thing is that, you know, I don't really want to, and there's that Swiffer again. I'm gonna try to slow him down a little bit by... Nope. And the thing is that I want to explore a little bit of the Enhanced Edition, because I've been reading up on it for like the last year or so, and it looks pretty damn sweet. And I know I have like a version, the PC version of Silent Hill 2 somewhere. I didn't know where, but I really bogged down and looked for it, and I actually found it. So I recently got it up and running with the Enhanced Edition, and I've been playing the Enhanced Edition, and it looks... oh, delicious, man. It looks so delicious. So I'm definitely going to do Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition this coming Halloween. And I'm probably going to do I'm probably going to do the entire game before Halloween and just release it at that time. But yeah, I'm super excited for that. Like, damn super excited about that. Because my original Silent Hill 2, yeah, it is like the longest Silent Hill series that I have, but it looks like garbage. Oh, I don't know why I thought about the static opening and closing. Like, it just looks terrible, and I don't know why I did that. But anyway. So I've been yammering on for probably about 40 minutes now, and probably going to cut it down here and there. But that's roughly what's going on in the world of Hardi-Jay. And other than that, I'm probably going to still do reaction videos, ending reaction videos if I actually do beat games outside of playthroughs. Still going to do those. And other than that, I'm going to open the floor. Like, if you made it this far in the video, let's open the floor a little bit. It's like, what, obviously I do more retro stuff, so, like, what do you guys and girls, and, like, like, when I say guys, I don't really mean the guys, I mean, like, it's something theirs, but, you know, what does everyone want to see? Like, maybe, you know, throw a title or two out there, and, we'll see if it draws anything. So anyway, so thank you for joining me on this Splatoon adventure update, basically, and we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. Later.